Welcome back to another episode of Stoic Pathways. Did you know that mastering your mind is one of the most powerful steps you can take to transform your life? If you're ready to rise above stress, eliminate distractions, and tap into your true potential, it all starts with mastering your thoughts. The key to lasting peace and control over your life lies in an ancient philosophy that has stood the test of time: Stoicism. In today's fast-paced world, its wisdom is more relevant than ever. Here's a common misconception. Most people believe happiness and success depend on external achievements or perfect circumstances. But the truth is, real power comes from within. You don't need to have everything figured out before you start making progress. In this video, we'll explore the timeless teachings of Stoicism and how you can apply its principles to create a resilient, focused, and unstoppable mindset. If you're ready to take control of your life, let's dive in and unlock the power of mastering your mind. Lesson 1. Let go of what others think. Mastering your mind begins with a profound shift in perspective. How often have you walked into a room, immediately feeling the weight of others' judgment? The constant need for validation is something most of us have experienced. But imagine this: a life where you're at peace with yourself, where other people's opinions don't have the power to shake your confidence or control your decisions. What would that freedom feel like? This concept is not just a nice idea. It's a complete mindset transformation. It's about mastering your thoughts, refusing to let external judgments dictate your actions or emotions. This is at the heart of Stoic philosophy, especially in the teachings of Marcus Aurelius and Epictetus. They emphasize the importance of focusing only on what we can control, our thoughts, actions, and responses, while letting go of what we cannot, like others' opinions of us. When we tie our self-worth to the approval of others, we hand over the keys to our happiness. It might feel like a small thing, but seeking approval can quickly breed insecurity and self-doubt. People might misinterpret your actions or say things that aren't true. The truth is, you can't please everyone, and that's okay. Think about how many times you've second-guessed yourself, or even passed up an opportunity, because you were worried about what someone else might think. The more we cling to external validation, the less authentic we become. We become slaves to others' perceptions, constantly seeking approval at the cost of our own peace. To break free from this, we must focus on what we can control: our thoughts, our actions, and our inner peace. By letting go of the noise from the outside world and aligning ourselves with our own values, we step into our true power. And here's the secret: when we embrace our authenticity, we naturally attract people who resonate with the real us. Remember the carefree version of yourself when you were younger? Back when you did what made you happy, without worrying about fitting in or what others might think. Maybe you wore what felt comfortable, laughed loudest, or danced without inhibition. Somewhere along the way, we start to care more about others' opinions. We try to blend in, to be what society expects us to be. But when you reflect on that younger version of yourself, the one who acted with such freedom and joy, you might find yourself smiling. That sense of freedom is something we can reclaim by mastering our thoughts and letting go of the fear of judgment. When we do that, we unlock a life full of possibility and authenticity. Imagine the freedom that comes from truly letting go of others' opinions. Wouldn't it be incredible to recapture that feeling, waking up each day confident that your thoughts and actions are enough, that you are enough? Lesson 2. Cultivate emotional resilience. Life is a journey filled with beautiful highs and unforgettable moments, but it's also full of unpredictability and challenges. We all experience those curveballs, whether it's losing a job, facing a tough breakup, or going through a financial crisis. In those moments, it's easy to feel overwhelmed and lost. But what if I told you that within every challenge lies an opportunity for growth? Imagine being able to bounce back from anything life throws at you, maintaining a steady heart and focused mind. Emotional resilience is about facing life's difficulties with strength, grace, and adaptability. It's not about avoiding pain. It's about learning to cope with it and grow through it. The Stoics taught us that suffering is an inherent part of life. What truly shapes our fate is not the events themselves, but our reactions to them. When life gets tough, it's easy to fall into despair. But resilient individuals don't let setbacks define them. Instead, they accept the pain, learn from it, and use those experiences to fuel their progress. This is the essence of the Stoic perspective. Adversity should not be feared, but embraced as a catalyst for growth. As the philosopher Seneca famously said, "Difficulties strengthen the mind as labor does the body." Each challenge we face head-on develops our emotional strength. We all encounter tough times, and it's a myth that life should always be smooth sailing. No one is immune to hardship, but by cultivating resilience, we can turn our struggles into stepping stones for a stronger, more fulfilling life. How we handle life's challenges truly sets us apart. When faced with adversity, do we crumble under pressure, or do we rise above it? Do we let emotions like fear, anger, or sadness dictate our actions, or do we navigate through them with wisdom and resilience? By cultivating emotional resilience, we learn to view adversity in a new light. Instead of seeing challenges as roadblocks, we begin to recognize them as opportunities to strengthen our character. As we build this resilience, we understand that setbacks are temporary and that we possess the strength to face anything that comes our way. Think back to a significant setback in your life, perhaps in your career, a relationship, or during a period of personal growth. At the time, it may have felt like everything was falling apart. You might have questioned your abilities, felt lost, or doubted your strength. But what if, upon reflection, you realized that moment was the catalyst for your growth? That the pain and challenges you faced ultimately made you stronger, wiser, and more resilient? We all have stories of struggle, and those experiences often carry profound wisdom. They show us how we've grown and persevered. There's strength in every hardship we encounter, even if we didn't recognize it at the time. Those challenges didn't break us. They forged us into who we are today. With each obstacle overcome, we've built an inner strength that no one can take away. So, let's take a moment to reflect. Consider all the challenges you've faced in your life. What lessons did you learn? How have these experiences shaped the person you are today? Embrace that growth, because that resilience is now an integral part of you. Lesson 3. Harness the power of perception. Have you ever noticed how two people can experience the same situation, but come away with completely different feelings? One may feel defeated, while the other feels inspired. This illustrates the incredible power our perceptions hold in shaping our reality. Imagine being able to shift your mindset instantly, viewing every challenge as an opportunity and every setback as a lesson. How would that change your life? If you could harness the power of perception to create a mindset that empowers you rather than limits you, what possibilities would unfold? Perception is everything. How we interpret a situation often dictates our response to it. Stoicism teaches us that external events are neutral. What truly matters is our interpretation of them. For instance, if you see a loss as a failure, it can lead to despair. But if you reframe it as an opportunity to explore new paths or develop new skills, it transforms into a chance for growth. The key to changing your mindset lies in understanding this power of perception. By consciously choosing how to view life's events, you can empower yourself to respond with resilience and positivity. This shift in perspective can open doors to new opportunities and a more fulfilling life. The Stoics believe that while we can't control external events, we can control how we perceive them. It's the difference between seeing obstacles as immovable barriers and viewing them as stepping stones towards something greater. When we shift our perception, we shift our reality. A negative mindset keeps us trapped in fear, self-doubt, and frustration. But a mindset focused on growth can propel us forward, even through adversity. Think back to a difficult situation in your life, maybe a challenging exam or a tough project at work. How did you perceive it? Did you see it as an insurmountable obstacle, or as an opportunity to rise to the challenge? In those moments, the way you perceived the situation made all the difference. With the right mindset, you pushed through and succeeded. It wasn't just about the outcome. It was about how your perception fueled your efforts to overcome the challenge. Lesson 4. Live according to nature. Embrace change with serenity. Imagine waking up each day free from the weight of life's chaos, embracing change instead of fearing it, and living in harmony with the flow of life. This serene way of living isn't a far-off ideal. It's rooted in a simple but powerful concept: living according to nature. In a world that often feels uncontrollable, this approach offers grounding, balance, and inner peace. Living according to nature isn't some abstract philosophy. It's a practical way of life, followed by some of history's greatest minds, like Marcus Aurelius and Epictetus. To them, nature wasn't just about the physical world. It was about understanding the natural laws that govern the universe: cause and effect, birth and death, creation and destruction. These forces are part of the fabric of existence, and we must accept them as such. Stoicism teaches us that change is inevitable, and rather than fearing it, we should embrace it as a natural part of life. Everything, relationships, careers, health, even our own identity, is constantly changing. But instead of resisting these shifts, we're encouraged to flow with them, understanding they are beyond our control. Living according to nature means recognizing that the universe is vast, and we can't control everything, but we can control how we respond to the world around us. Just as a tree bends with the wind yet stays rooted in the earth, we must adapt to life's changes while staying grounded in our core values. This doesn't mean we become indifferent to change. It means we accept it with grace, knowing that each shift brings an opportunity for growth. The key to embracing change with serenity is acceptance, not passively waiting for life to unfold, but actively choosing to align with the flow of nature. When we stop resisting and start embracing change, we face life's challenges with calm and confidence, knowing that change, like all things, is part of a larger, natural cycle. By accepting this, we can navigate life with wisdom and resilience. Navigating life's ups and downs with equanimity can bring a profound sense of peace. Think back to a moment when you felt truly connected to nature, perhaps during a hike, sitting by a river, or simply walking in a park. In that stillness, you may have found an escape from the chaos of daily life, allowing yourself to breathe deeply and feel that everything, including you, was exactly as it should be. You might not have realized it then, but in that moment, you were living in harmony with nature, experiencing the world in its most authentic form. Lesson 5. Practice self-discipline. Self-discipline is a term we hear often, but have you considered its true power? Imagine a life where distractions can't pull you off course, where you remain focused on your goals despite the noise and chaos around you. Picture the satisfaction of looking back on your day, knowing you gave it your all, honored your commitments, and made tangible progress toward your dreams. That's the transformative power of self-discipline. Self-discipline forms the foundation of success. It's about maintaining focus on what truly matters, even when distractions, temptations, and challenges arise. It's not just about resisting instant gratification, it's about choosing long-term rewards over short-term pleasures. The Stoics recognized this vital principle in their lives. Epictetus, for example, taught that we are the architects of our own character. Without discipline, we risk allowing external forces to dictate our lives, leaving us vulnerable to chaos. At its core, self-discipline is the ability to control your impulses, emotions, and behaviors in pursuit of your goals. It requires making tough choices day in and day out that lead to a brighter future. Reflect on the moments when you experienced your greatest successes, whether in your career, health, or personal growth. You likely had to exercise self-discipline to achieve those milestones, resisting distractions and aligning your decisions with your long-term vision. Self-discipline doesn't mean life becomes easy or that challenges won't come your way. In fact, it often demands that we push through discomfort, delay gratification, and work tirelessly toward our objectives. What distinguishes those who achieve their dreams from those who don't is consistency. Self-discipline means that even when the going gets tough, you keep moving forward, understanding that every small step takes you closer to your goal. In Stoicism, self-discipline isn't about achieving perfection, it's about consistent effort. Mastery isn't an overnight achievement, but a journey requiring patience, resilience, and a deep commitment to personal growth. The Stoics believe that every challenge presents an opportunity to build discipline, which is essential for living a virtuous and fulfilling life. Consider a time when you set a significant goal for yourself, be it a fitness target, a career milestone, or a personal aspiration. What discipline did you need to muster to reach that goal? Reflecting on those moments can help reinforce the understanding that self-discipline is not just a skill, but a crucial element of a meaningful and successful life. development target. Recall the excitement of starting your journey, filled with hope yet tinged with uncertainty. Dallastor. Remember those challenging days when staying disciplined felt nearly impossible? When quitting or taking the easy path seemed tempting, but you chose resilience instead? You pushed through, maintaining focus and refusing to let obstacles derail you. And when you finally reached your goal, the overwhelming sense of accomplishment, pride, and self-respect you felt was the reward for your self-discipline. Embrace the present moment now. Consider how often we find ourselves trapped in the past or anxious about the future. We replay old conversations, dwell on regrets, or speculate on what's to come. In doing so, we overlook the one thing we can truly control, the present moment. Imagine living fully in the now, experiencing each moment with awareness and mindfulness. The present is where life unfolds. It's the only time we genuinely possess. Embracing the present is a fundamental tenet of Stoicism and a powerful tool for achieving peace and happiness. The Stoics taught that the past is behind us, the future is uncertain, and all we have is this moment. By focusing on the present, we free ourselves from past burdens and future anxieties. When we live in the now, we stop worrying about what we cannot change and instead concentrate on what we can do right this minute. This doesn't mean we ignore the past or future. Rather, we acknowledge them without allowing them to dominate our thoughts and actions. Living in the present allows us to engage fully with life, whether during mundane tasks, meaningful conversations, or challenging situations. Being present heightens our awareness of opportunities, deepens our connection to inner peace, and aligns us with our goals. We stop being sidetracked by what-ifs and start appreciating what is. The Stoics remind us that the best time to act is now. If we wait for the perfect moment or ideal circumstances, we might find ourselves waiting indefinitely. The present moment is our chance to change, act, and make a difference. Think back to a time when you were entirely absorbed in the present, perhaps during a moment with loved ones or while pursuing a passion. In those times, worries about the future and regrets about the past melted away, leaving only the richness of the experience. Reflecting on those moments can help us understand how much we miss when we are not fully present. How can you cultivate more of these moments in your life? What practices can help you stay grounded in the now, even amid chaos? Let's explore tools and strategies for embracing the present fully, and how doing so can lead to greater peace, joy, and fulfillment. Build or join a supportive community. Success is rarely a solo endeavor. Imagine being surrounded by a community that genuinely supports your growth. People who uplift you, challenge you, and help you become your best self. Life feels easier and more fulfilling in such an environment. We all need a community that shares our values and encourages our development. When we find the right group, it can be transformative. Humans are inherently social beings, thriving in supportive environments where we feel understood and accepted. This is why building or joining a community focused on your growth is so crucial. The Stoics recognized the value of communal wisdom and discussion. Epictetus, for instance, established a school where students gathered to learn Stoic principles together. He understood that learning becomes richer in the company of others. When we surround ourselves with individuals who foster our development, we naturally rise to the occasion. A supportive community provides accountability and encouragement, making the journey toward our goals not just achievable, but also enjoyable. Motivation through community. Surrounding yourself with the right people can be a game changer. These individuals will remind you of your goals when you lose sight of them, motivate you when you're feeling stuck, and celebrate your successes alongside you. But it's not just about finding those who agree with you. A truly growth-oriented community will also challenge you. They provide diverse perspectives and ideas that push you to think critically and expand your horizons. Whether it's a study group, a fitness team, a business mastermind, or a circle of like-minded friends, the right community can serve as a powerful catalyst for both personal and professional development. Be intentional about who you choose to surround yourself with. Seek out those who inspire you, challenge you, and hold you accountable. Avoid negativity and those who may hinder your potential. The community you build or join will significantly influence your growth. When you connect with the right people, your progress becomes exponential, and the journey to success transforms from a struggle into a shared adventure. Reflect for a moment on a time when you felt genuinely supported by a community. Perhaps during a tough period when you had people offering wisdom, assistance, or simply their presence. Remember how that support made a difference. Those connections are vital for growth, learning, and moving forward. You likely felt a sense of belonging, knowing you weren't alone in your struggles, which made it easier to persevere. Now, think about moments when you lacked that support. Did you feel isolated or uncertain about your next steps? Without the right people around you, maintaining focus on your goals can be a challenge. However, a supportive community provides purpose and direction. Reflecting on these experiences highlights just how valuable a nurturing environment is for growth. So, how can you cultivate or find a community that supports your development? What steps can you take to connect with individuals who share your values and help you achieve your dreams? Let's explore how to create or discover a supportive network that inspires and challenges you to improve every day. Harnessing Stoicism for lasting mind mastery. Imagine feeling completely in control of your mind, able to rise above any challenge, remain calm in adversity, and make decisions aligned with your core values. This is the promise of Stoicism, a philosophy that equips you with tools to master your mind, regardless of what life throws your way. By embracing Stoic wisdom, you can unlock enduring inner peace, resilience, and clarity. Stoicism isn't just a theoretical framework, it's a practical guide for managing your thoughts and emotions. It teaches you to cultivate virtues like wisdom, courage, and self-discipline, essential components of a calm and focused mind. The Stoics recognize that while we can't control external events, we can control our reactions to them. This principle lies at the heart of mind mastery, the ability to choose your response to life's challenges. By practicing Stoic techniques like negative visualization, where you imagine the worst-case scenario, you can prepare yourself mentally and emotionally for whatever may come. Embracing Stoicism allows you to navigate life with confidence and poise, enabling you to face obstacles head-on and make choices that reflect your highest ideals. Building resilience through Stoicism. Preparing ourselves mentally for any outcome is essential. This approach builds resilience and helps us manage our emotions effectively. Stoicism emphasizes living in harmony with nature, accepting what we cannot change, and focusing on what we can control. By integrating Stoic principles into our daily lives, we cultivate greater self-awareness and emotional intelligence. Instead of allowing fleeting emotions or external circumstances to sway us, we stay grounded in our values and principles. Practicing Stoicism enables us to take control of our mental state, leading to mastery over our actions and reactions. It teaches us to view every obstacle as an opportunity for growth. When faced with adversity, rather than complaining or resisting, we can ask ourselves, what can I learn from this? This shift in perspective fosters a mindset that is resilient, adaptable, and steadfast amidst life's ups and downs. With Stoicism, mind mastery becomes more than just an ideal. It transforms into a way of life. Think back to a time when you managed to remain calm during a challenging situation, perhaps during a stressful moment at work, a tough conversation, or a personal crisis. In that instance, you kept your emotions in check, thought clearly, and made decisions aligned with your values. How empowering did that feel? There's a unique sense of pride and inner peace that comes from maintaining control in chaos. You dictated your response rather than letting the situation dictate your emotions. Reflecting on these moments reveals just how powerful mind mastery can be. The more we practice Stoicism, the more frequently we can face difficult situations with clarity, confidence, and composure. Over time, these small victories accumulate, leading to a profound sense of inner peace and mental strength. So, how can you start harnessing the wisdom of Stoicism for mind mastery? What Stoic exercises or practices can you incorporate into your daily routine? How can you apply Stoic principles in a way that fosters lasting mental strength and emotional resilience? Let's explore specific tools and strategies Stoicism offers for achieving mind mastery, empowering you to live a life filled with clarity, control, and peace. If you're committed to this journey, drop a 100 in the comments to show you're part of the rare 0.01% dedicated to personal growth. Mastering your mind is a journey, and you've just taken a significant step toward becoming your best self. Remember, the power to change your life lies in your hands, starting with your mindset. If you're serious about making that change, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. By joining this channel, you're investing in your growth and gaining access to the tools and wisdom necessary to live a life of purpose and strength. Keep pushing forward, and I'll see you in the next one.